Please welcome to the stage, Concade!
Thanks for that! Woo!
How you guys doing?
Woo!
Hey. And amazing, how you guys doing?
Woo!
Hell yeah, okay.
Alright, so we're Concade. We're the best YouTube group you've never... It's kind of, okay, yeah, there are three of us. We're the best YouTube group you've never heard of. We were here a year ago. Some of you remember us. That's cool. If not, that's cool too, I guess. We've been on our Press Start comedy tour for the last year, and this is our last stop back.
Market.
What? What
Market.
Buy our
you can buy
merch.
I'm not marketing. I'm stick.
It's like $15.
You are just making a fool of me right now.
We take PayPal.
Anyway, it's the last stop on our tour, and we hope to really end it with a bang and give all you guys a good show. And we love you all. Thank you so much.
Let them know about the thing that's on the schedule, though.
Oh yeah, at 4 o'clock in Panda Room 1, we're doing a PG D&D improv type thing instead of some of the guests that didn't end up getting here.
We don't know what happened to them. Don't ask us.
Storm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Alrighty, who's excited to see some game shows this weekend?
Woo!
Please welcome to the stage our game show host, Urego.
Woo! Yeah.
The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. In my younger and more vulnerable years, my father gave me some advice that I've been turning over in my mind ever since. Whenever you feel like criticizing anyone, he told me, just remember that all the people in this world haven't had the advantages that you've had. He didn't say any more. But we've always been unusually communicative in a reserved way. And I understood that he meant a great deal more than that. In consequence, I'm inclined to reserve all judgments, a habit that has opened up many curious natures to me, and also made me the victim of not a few veteran bores. The abnormal mind is quick to detect and attach itself to this quality when it appears in a normal person. And so it came about that in college I was unjustly accused of being a politician because I was privy to the secret gifts of wild unknown men. Most of the confidences were unsought. Frequently I feigned sleep, preoccupation, or a hostile levity when I realized by some unmistakable sign that an intimate revelation was quivering on the horizon. For the intimate revelations of young men, or at least the terms in which they express them, are usually plagiaristic and marred by obvious suppressions. Reserving judgments is a matter of infinite hope. I am still a little afraid of missing something if I forget that, as my father snobbishly suggested. And I snobbishly repeat, a sense of the fundamental decencies is parceled out unequally at birth. And after boasting this way of my tolerance, I come to the admission that it has a limit. Conduct may be... Okay, Andy Kaufman did this. I'm not going to go through the whole book, but I thought that we need to fill a little bit of time. Zia will explain what's going on with the rest of our guests here in a moment, but I just wanted to say thank you for having me back at my 4th Anime-zing. I'll be hosting game shows all weekend long. I've got one today. It's my music game show. It's one part musical chairs and one part Name That Tune. It's coming up at 6 o'clock today over in panel room number 1. I've got 2 game shows tomorrow and 2 game shows Sunday. If you'd like to see what they are, just look for Grego's game shows on the schedule. We're going to have a lot of fun. I also have a table in the vendor room if you guys want to take some fun Pokemon surveys for my Pokemon game show. Feel free to stop by and say hello. And thank you for indulging me on a little bit of Andy Kaufman there. So thanks guys so much.
Why, thank you. I knew it was somewhere.
We live on the stage now.
Do I have to get out?
And that was story time with our surprise guest, Andy Kaufman.
Woo! Dylan, you need assistance.
Hi, Dylan.
He can't decide if he wants to go or not. Why don't you just
All right.
stay?
Should you stay or should you go?
Stay.
So,
It's nap time.
all of our voice actors, coincidentally, are MIA at the moment, and I'm going to cover why that is. Last night, I got a message around, well, I guess early afternoon, around 4 or so, from one of our guests that there was a storm so bad in Dallas it knocked out Six Flags. That's difficult to do given how persistent Six Flags is, so they closed for the evening. And then like 5 minutes after that, I saw a flight cancellation. I'm like, oh, this week is gonna be fun. They'll all still be here. We have flights arriving at pretty much the same time they were supposed to yesterday, so expect to see them tonight. However, that does mean that we have some panel changes. For Tyler and Heather Walker's Q&A, that is moved to tomorrow in panel room 2 at 11 a.m. And for the directing for anime panel, including Marissa Lenti, Tyler Walker, and Kyle Phillips, that will be moved to tomorrow at 6 p.m. in panel room 3. Kyle Phillips will also be doing an additional autograph session at noon tomorrow, so you can expect to find him there. Pretty much, I think the only panel they might be able to all make it to tonight, anyone who has, any of the guests that have signed up for the Guests After Dark 18 Plus panel tonight at 10, you can expect to find them there. Marissa Lenti and Don Bennett's schedules are unaffected. They got in like super early this morning. They took an alternative flight, so they're resting up and getting ready for the fun weekend ahead of them. And UC Douglas will be arriving this afternoon as per schedule. He usually shows up Fridays, so you can expect to see him at all his usual panels throughout this weekend. Sorry for any inconveniences and such.
How did you remember all that?
I don't know.
Give him a hand. Good job.
I wrote sheet notes and didn't look at them.
I am so impressed right now.
Thank you.